Hey Internet, Kura here from QQMore.net. People often ask me what the differences of PvP queues are and which they should enter. In this video I'd like to explain the possibilities of how you can enter a match and how the PvP browser works in general. So let's go ahead and start super simple. First of all, the PvP browser is basically your door to PvP, which you are going to see very often once you got the hang of it. You can use the browser to join matches, but also to set up custom arenas. To open the PvP browser, simply click the button with the two swords in the upper left corner. If you're in the mist, you can also use the button in the middle of the screen. You can also assign a hotkey like I did. To do this, simply hit F11, go to Control Options and search for PvP panel. Fun fact, you can access the PvP panel from every place interior. Let us take a look at the different queues. The first one you could pick says Practice Custom Arena, often referred to as Hot Join. What this does is it throws you into one of these servers which were provided by ArenaNet. If you lose a match in custom arenas, you get 200 rank points and 10 silvers. If you win, you get 500 rank points and 15 silvers. Keep in mind that participants which are less than 7 minutes in a match will get reduced rewards. These arenas are especially well suited for players who try out new builds or new classes. Even if you are comfortable with your class, but rather fresh regarding PvP, this would be your best pick, since you will most likely encounter people with the same skill level around here. The second possibility would be Unranked Arena, which stands in the middle and differs a bit from Hotjoin. First of all, the rewards are bigger. For a lost match, you will receive 500 rank points and 15 silvers, which is also the reward for a lost match within a custom arena. If you are victorious, you will receive 1500 rank points and 30 silvers. Entering an unranked match is also different. Once you hit the button, you will enter a matchmaking queue, which also displays you the time you are in and how long it will likely take to assign you to a match. If you decide to do something else, you can simply leave the queue by clicking the exit button on the left. Once the system assigned 9 other players to the match, you will be asked if you're ready to enter to make sure you aren't AFK. After that, you can vote for 3 randomly assigned maps. When the time runs out, a wheel will spin and decide randomly which map will be played. So therefore, voting for a map only increases your chances to play on your pick. Every unranked match has a time limit of 15 minutes and doesn't include auto balances, since the teams aren't changeable. This queue is especially suited for players who have the intent to improve and become better at PvP, but also already have a basic foundation of what the objectives are and also a good understanding of their classes. You probably already guessed that the super uber skilled pro players rather prefer the last pick. However, the standard is already a bit higher than in Hotjoin. So if you simply want to get your dailies done with a class you barely know, your best pick would probably still be Hotjoin. Last one would be Compete, or better known as Ranked Arenas. Ranked Arenas reward you with the same points as Unranked does and also puts you into a queue. However, there are some important differences to know. First of all, there are only 4 maps within a map rotation to pick from. Battle of Kylo, Forest of Niflhel, Legacy of the Foefire and Temple of the Silent Storm. Yup, no Skyhammer, Courtyard or Spirit Watch. This is the place where you might run into the best players of your region and therefore encounter the highest skill level. Furthermore, all of your wins and losses will be counted and be visible to public. It is very unlikely that you will play within your very first match against some of the top teams. However, as you collect more and more points, you will rise in the ladder and so your chances. I will show you in a second how to find your rating. This is probably one of the best places to get better at PvP, although you might be thrown in at the deep end. If you are already familiar with PvP and have the intent to become better, this is the place to be. If you don't feel comfortable with your win ratio being locked or don't want to improve to a higher level, then keep in mind that you can earn the same rewards in Unranked Arena. So if rank points or, well, silvers are your primary motivation, you could also use the unranked matchmaking. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to find your rating. Simply visit the URL which I provided in the description or click at the video. You will land on a site which requires you to log in order to see your stats. Always be careful that you are on an official site and not on a scam site by double checking the URL. After that you can hit PvP and see your rating. If you can only see a percentage number in the row which is labeled rank, you simply haven't played enough ranked arena lately to appear in the ladder. So that's all you need to know about queues and you. One final thought. There isn't something like a wrong or right decision you can make. Personally, I think it isn't related to skill level, class, team setup or rank at all. The only thing which should influence your choice is your expectation. If you're an avid PvE fanatic and just want to do your dailies, you might want to spare the rank queue simply because it saves you time. If you want to compete with other players and learn from them, you should definitely give ranked or unranked arena a try. And as always, thanks for watching and good luck, have fun!